It's always been a little crazy to me how an entire film can be written off as bad or sweepingly praised as good when there are so many thousands of parts to it, all varying in creativity from clumsy to interesting to fresh. There are just so many moments in cinema that can be celebrated just for being, regardless of what film they're in. So this is a new series where I celebrate those moments, moments where the planets aligned and a little bit of magic was created, even if brief. Either because the writer stuck the landing, or the actor did, or the director, or some other creative talent involved in the making of it. Be warned, as ever on this channel, things are going to get granular. These are CINEMOMENTS, and this is Volume 1. This moment in Collateral stopped the characters, the plot, the whole film, and by extension, the audience in their tracks. Everything paused until the coyotes trotted away. Somehow it captured that feeling perfectly. Celebrating a camera move here by the master, this is the moment Tom Cruise's Ray learns his teenage son has taken his Mustang out for a spin.
Out where?
I don't know. He just took your car and left.
How is it that a single camera move can express so much? Chef's kiss. 2 minutes of wince-inducing heartbreak perfection is watching Philip Seymour Hoffman in Boogie Nights trying to impress Mark Wahlberg with his new car, which is a Paul facsimile of Dirk's Corvette, painted red to match.
You want to get inside?
When did you get this?
Yesterday. Oh, actually, I had it painted yesterday, so the paint might still be kind of sticky. Or...
This is great, man.
Yeah.
This is really great.
You want to go for a ride? Or...
It's such a true depiction of missing the mark, it's almost unbearable to watch. This moment in The Godfather is special because Michael is given very clear instructions on how to make his hit, and by extension the audience too. And so when things deviate from the plan, we get anxious.
Nicolozzi, tu mi capisci, no? Sei italiano come tuo padre? Tuo padre sta male. Quando sta meglio. Il cambio ti fa un giugno e mettiamo tutto a posto. Steve sta lì, si deve finire.
Specifically, I love Michael forgetting at first to drop the gun as instructed, most especially because there is footage of Coppola talking about his intention to get exactly the reaction I had when I first saw the scene.
The gun in his hand, he starts to leave without dropping it. That's what Clemenza had told us, drop the gun immediately, and he's going and he's not dropping the gun, so hopefully the audience is dying. Drop it, drop it, drop it.
Drop it, drop it, drop it is word for word what went through my head when I watched it, which is Swiss watch level audience manipulation. I have a recreation of this book, by the way. It's beyond awesome. A small but immaculately formed character portrait is Carly Rocha's pitch-perfect depiction of dead-eyed policy enforcement in Meet the Parents.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're only boarding rows 9 and above right now. You'll have to wait.
I'm in row 8.
Please step aside, sir.
It's just one row. Don't you think it's okay if I...
We'll call your row momentarily. Step aside, sir.
Somehow you can even see her internal struggle, the human being under the surface who's hanging on by a thread.
Thank you for waiting. We'd like to continue boarding the aircraft now. We're now boarding all rows, please. All remaining rows.
I said this was about moments, and this is as fleeting as they come. This is the audio post-lapping of popping graduation gunfire between cuts in The Departed. I can't even explain what is special about this, except that it's so authorial. Scorsese and Schoonmaker both.
A lot of people think editing should be invisible, but we've never felt that way.
Tiny moment here as the little girl on the Titanic sees an emergency flare and reacts as if it is a firework. For a film that's otherwise so on the nose, this is a nice touch. Kudos, James Cameron. And another celebration of eye acting now, this moment of Jessie Buckley's rage and trauma in Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride is awe-inspiring because her eyes change like musical notes on a scale. Telling a story from beginning to end with expression alone. And lastly, there are few American films that are finer than Goodfellas, maybe none that better exemplify ultimate screen storytelling. It's obviously a very quotable movie, but the sequence that gets me every time shows a key day in the life of Henry Hill. And what I love is how well it depicts the feeling of life we all experience that has nothing to do with being a drug-fueled gangster. Everyone knows this feeling of having too many things to do and not enough time to do it, and this sequence comes to mind every time I experience it. I had it just drop in this video. This moment wasn't in this volume originally, but I had another moment that was Steve Martin on the train at the ends of Planes, Trains, but I can't have the music in that scene for copyright, along with not being allowed the music for Collateral. I had to drop the music out of the Collateral clip and then find a replacement for the Steve Martin clip. I had to get the Goodfellas clip to replace the Steve Martin clip, but the Goodfellas clip is 10 minutes long and it has music all over it too. So instead of showing it, I gotta montage the city moment and talk all over it and just describe what makes it so great instead.
For a second I thought I was dead, but when I heard all the noise I knew they were cops.
This, by the way, was the Planes, Trains and Automobiles cine moment, where Steve Martin, finally on the train home, has his slow realization about John Candy. Somehow, it conveys exactly how it feels when scattered thoughts slowly assemble into sudden clarity. Not only that, but his character goes on an entire journey in this scene with a whole beginning, middle and end that also manages to throw a heart-rending spotlight on loneliness. A perfect example of the surprising and inevitable ending. So that's volume 1 of Cine Moments, brief as moments are. Please, if you have suggestions for more, put them below, and if people are liking this, I'll put together a volume 2. Until then,